Hello, good morning. It is 12:49 p.m. on Friday, February 21st. I am crocheting right now. If you watched my last video, I was talking a little bit about how I want to become a pattern designer and make it accessible to all, because I just feel like there's not enough free patterns out there, especially for the alternative people. Like, there's free patterns for like just in general, but like just making it black is like kind of boring. Maybe it's because I'm like into so many different colors, but I just want there to be like more base patterns out there for free. And so that's what I'm working on right now. I want to apologize. And I know it's not like something that needs to be apologized for, but if you're here for my sewing content, I'm not over sewing, but it's not the season. Like, one of my mutuals, we were talking about like just crochet in general, because she's into crochet right now too. We're both crochet, sewing, and baking. Like, she's like one of the best. It's like a miracle we found each other, and we found each other on my first TikTok account. We were talking because I hadn't seen her in a while, and we were just talking about the stuff we were working on. She's also in her crochet mood, and she called it a sewing season. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it's kind of a season. Like, it's crochet season right now. And I think one of the reasons why I always burn out of sewing around this time period is because I like sewing summer clothes. I do like some like winter clothes as well, but like it just takes up so much fabric, because I love wearing shorts. I love wearing kind of shorter tops. I don't like using as much fabric as I do to make clothes, because it's just like, I live in Florida. Why should I be sewing these winter clothes when I'm only going to wear them once, you know? And like with crochet, at least, like, I'll show you guys, if you haven't been here, then you might not know what I'm working on. But I've been working on a very lacy kind of like top. And it's just going to be like a little shrug. I think it actually comes down to here on me. And this is something that I do plan on putting up for free, the pattern at least. I'm probably going to sell these. I don't know. I feel like it's my contribution to like the fabric and the fiber arts world, because I don't think I can contribute like anything free about sewing. I can't teach anybody how to sew. I barely know the basics myself. Yeah, it's not sewing season right now, so I do apologize to anybody who's been watching me just get sewing content. Maybe I can convince you to get into crochet as well. Yarn is usually a lot cheaper, depending on what yarn you get. I am typically a bamboo yarn girly, but in the winter, cooler seasons, I kind of go over to acrylic yarn, especially now when I want to do these free patterns, because I think acrylic's way more accessible than bamboo or cotton. I only rarely use cotton. Cotton dries my hands out, and like I feel like it's a little bit more expensive, and it's not as soft, but it's machine washable. So I feel bad, because I kind of used to be a acrylic hater. And it's not that I like was one of those elitists, because I'm not. I understand the nuance of being able to afford a craft. You got to start somewhere. I started with Red Heart, whatever it's called, and now that's a sensory nightmare. I cannot stand it. My sister-in-law came over, by the way, and she's like, "Are you using Red Heart?" Because she saw me working with this one. I am not. I cannot get past those sensory issues. I am using Joanne Big Twist. This one's Twinkle. You can barely see it because it's just so bright, but this part is going to be Twinkle, because they did not have the yarn that I needed. This yarn right here. I should have ordered two, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Speaking of yarn, I'm sorry, I'm not good at like, I am not a content creator when it comes to long form content. I'm just a yapper. I'm just here to keep you company while you're crafting. It can be crochet, because I know I utilize YouTube for my crochet whenever I'm getting into the thick of it. It could be sewing. It could be embroidery. It can be digital art. Like, it can literally be anything. I'm here for you, baby. Wow, that was kind of cringe, but I did get my yarn in. I gotta show you how excited I am. It finally came. I've been waiting for this yarn since last year. Almost a full year I've been waiting on this yarn. And now I'm a little bit nervous. I bought it just in time for like all the liquidation sales to go throughout all the stores, because the new news with Joanne is that now, because like normal stores that weren't going through liquidation, like my local Winter Haven one, they were not going to shut down. So they were just running regular sales, and online they were running regular sales. The sales for the liquidation, which is never a good sale, by the way. If you see a store that's going out of business, don't go and rush it. one, you're going to piss off the employees, and the employees, they're already losing their jobs. So don't do that. That's rude. And it's almost entitled behavior to go there and expect those sales. I mean, okay, I'm not trying to suck up to corporations. If you've been here long enough, you know I don't do that here. But at the end of the day, there's employees behind that. There's people who are losing their jobs, and they do not control the prices. Liquidation sales are never good sales. They're just, hey, we just need to clear this out, so we're going to just draw you in by pretending like there's a sale. They weren't getting good sales. So people were complaining about that, and now the liquidation sale is the same throughout all the stores. So I got really lucky to purchase this prior to that, because it was on like a kind of, not a buy one get one. I don't remember what the sale was, but it was a sale better than what they have right now for liquidation. So today they are bidding on who gets to keep Joanne. I haven't checked the news because I'm really, really nervous. I really like the Big Twist yarn. The Big Twist acrylic yarn is probably my favorite. Loops and thread, it's fine. But I feel like I get so much more value out of the Big Twist yarn, and there's just so much more variety with Big Twist. So I'm very sad about that. I'm going to be very sad to lose this, so I might just stock up. I've been really into the neons because I want it to be summer. Sorry, this is just super rambly. I just woke up and yeah. Do you want to be part of a pattern test? Let me get this all sewed up. I told you guys a little bit about this, but this is what I'm working on. I need to finish sewing this up. So I tried doing the mattress stitch. Not gonna lie, I didn't do it well. I kind of haphazardly did it. And so it doesn't look good. So what I'm going to do with the regular yarn, I'm going to do another mattress stitch across, and hopefully that will hold it together. I shouldn't have sewed it all in, but it is what it is. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to move on to the skirt that I've been working on this whole entire series. What got me ignited to start sharing patterns for free on my Ko-fi. I have a couple people in mind for my pattern testing. I have a couple mutuals that I want, but I feel like there's just not enough. And plus, like, I want more feedback so I can keep on doing this, and then yeah, whatever. So that's what we're working on right now. I'm probably going to switch over to this soon. I'm going to definitely make a beret, because I made a beret earlier. I don't have it out here, but I made a beret out of the lime green one. I don't know what I did with the other two skeins. I think I made 2 more berets, but I think I put it in my pile of to sell for whenever I get to market, which at this point, I don't know if I'll ever make it. That's one of the goals, is to make it to market. But yeah, and then the rest of it, I think I might make one of those skirts that I've been working up on. How much is in here? 312 yards. Oh, I could make sleeves out of this and then just make the base like black, and then, oh, that would be so freaking cute. The thing is, I do need to make like more of these, because I really, really want to get this one out first for a pattern, then the skirt. The skirt is something that's more size like dependent, because at this point I don't know if I want to do button for the waist cinch or if I want to do like string for this waist cinch. My thought is to do waist, because that's like only one skill to have, if that makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of different stitches in there. I think last week I counted there was 6 different stitches, so sorry y'all. That being said, I just feel like it'd be more beneficial for me to make it waist cinch, so we might do that. I don't remember why I started talking about that. I want to finish the top and then get into the skirt and all that jazz. This is what it looks like so far. Very cute. Big fan. I was thinking of maybe like scrunching this up at the end, but I think I'm kind of enjoying that it's not scrunched up. I don't know. I feel like it might be a sensory issue for some people if I do scrunch it up, so I'd rather not. And then we'll keep this up here. I am kind of sad that it doesn't go lower, but that's what shrugs do, so that's fine. I don't think the camera can pick it up, but this is barely off color. Just barely. I'm so excited to style this. I'm gonna wear it for the first time this week. Wednesday? I think that's the day that my husband has off, which sucks that he only has 1 day off this week, but they're going through a lot of stuff at work, so it's a stressful week, and it's pre-spring break, so we want to do Volcano Bay before all the big crowds come in and before Epic Universe opens, because that place is gonna be packed. Oh, I'm so happy with how this is coming out. Ugh. And I just realized I sewed it on upside down. I am not fixing that. No way. The little V's, I wanted them to face this way, which I guess it's fine. It's not that big of a issue, because the sleeve right here, I wanted this to be on top, the little ridges to be on top, and then the seam on the bottom. And at least it's not backwards, I guess. That's why I'm making more than one. This is going to be my personal copy. I will probably put this on Etsy or my Ko-fi, or whenever I get out to a market, I will have multiples because I will be making more than one size of this one because I think that would be very beneficial to me and my friends and everybody else that I'm writing the patterns for. Oh, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. I don't mind wearing the ones that are mistakes. So, going back to the skirt. So the one with the button, that's the one I'm probably going to put up for sale. The one that I made first, I'll probably do the string to see and test if I do want the string as like the waist cincher. Because to me, with a waist cincher, it kind of makes my skirt look like a bag. And I don't really want to look like a paper bag. The comment's not getting to me. But also the drape of it isn't the best. It's supposed to be like a pencil skirt kind of drape because it's going to be so wide around the hips. I'm not the biggest fan of it. After we finish this, we'll go and move on to the skirt. And then I'll do the string first, test that out, and then I'll finish up the skirt, which is going to take more than just today. Maybe. I don't know. I might finish it by the end of the night. But I close tomorrow. So I have plenty of time to do this. Oh, the yarn from Michaels came in too, so I can finally finish up the top as well. So that's all in the works. Also, I'm watching Gabby Bell's video of how Ticketmaster ruined the music industry. There's a lot of reasons why the music industry is so messed up right now, and Ticketmaster is definitely one of them. It's a very good informational video, so if you have the chance, go watch it. She has a lot of viewers and subscribers, so you may have already seen it if you're into the music scene and all that. Ticketmaster is one of the reasons why I don't go to concerts. I would love to go to some smaller ones, but I also am not able to like get that information as rapidly anymore because I don't use Facebook. So it's harder for me to find that kind of information. I just kind of rely on people telling me, and I don't have very many friends IRL. So I would love to go to shows. I'm also socially awkward. Do you think people would judge me if I went to a show and I just crocheted? Like, I would love to go to the castle, but I also don't dance. If you are a crafter and you're also alternative, goth, punk, whatever, please let me know if you go to shows and you bring your crafts instead of like dancing and being in the pit, because I ain't about the pit. I'm 32 years old. I can't be in the pit. Like, the closest I got to a pit was at an Avenged Sevenfold concert in 2014. This was in Tennessee. It wasn't just Avenged Sevenfold, but they were the headliner. The venue itself, it was all outdoors. It was in Music City. I think that's where it's called. It wasn't in Nashville. It was in the other big city, Memphis. They were very strict on no pit, which I get, but we were right up on the gate. One of my roommates, she got right up on the gate, she wasn't my roommate at the time, but we ended up being roommates. She got right up on the gate. We were about 4 rows deep from the gate, and my then boyfriend tried to start a pit, and like, I feel so bad. Somebody else got pulled from the crowd because they looked similar, but yeah, that's the closest to a pit I ever got, and I was like 22 at the time. Just finished sewing on part of the second sleeve. Just one more thing to go. My neck is starting to hurt because I'm like scrunched over doing this, but it's almost done and I can't wait to wear it. I'm not going to do a style try on today because I just don't feel like it, and the clothes that I plan on styling it with are dirty. Well, actually, I think my husband did laundry, so they might not be dirty. Either way, I just wore that outfit yesterday, and it's a little bit chilly out, and I do plan on wearing this to Volcano Bay, so I'll do a style try on that day. I don't plan on doing a makeup one, though, because, like, I'm going to Volcano Bay, so I don't want to wear a full face of makeup going to Volcano Bay, you know? Ugh, my roots need to be touched up. Maybe I'll do eyeliner. I doubt it, but I'll definitely be wearing makeup after, because like what I do when I go to Volcano Bay, I normally, or any water park in the general area, I bring my makeup bag with me, a small makeup bag, just like one little makeup palette and then the basics that I need. I don't normally bring foundation with me because I've been more okay with wearing like a plain face, to be honest, because that's what I do during HHN after work. Sometimes I'll go to HHN, especially on Sundays, because Sundays are normally dead days, and so I'll just like normally wear a mask to work because I don't like showing my face at work. work. And then on top of that, I work at a very highly congested area. So I'd rather like be safe. And if I have something, I don't want to spread it to others. That being said, normally I just do the eye makeup. After work, I'll put on like a lip gloss I have or a lipstick that I have in my bag. That's probably what I'm going to do for Volcano Bay. And then I'll probably do the outfit reveal at Volcano Bay, which kind of sucks because like I like to have a consistent background, but like also I think my consistent background is kind of boring right now. So I don't have anything else to decorate it with though. And I'm not going out to buy something to decorate it with. I know a few people just use a white background and like that's just not me. That's too boring for me. But like also I know they move it around a bit and they maybe have more room than I do. But anyways, enough rambling. Gotta get this done. Just finished watching Of Herbs and Altars, Staying Safe Clubbing Solo, Tips for Baby Bats, Autistics, and Gravers, and very informative. I am not somebody that goes to the club. They did mention somewhere along the lines of finding somebody safe. If I do become the crochet person at the club, then maybe I can be the safe person. I just gotta go to the club first. I love goth music. I love new wave. I love post-punk. I love all the genres that fall under the goth range, but I just don't want to go by myself and I don't want to go without something to do because it's one of those things too where I have to travel to go, and if I'm going to travel to go, I don't want to leave after like 1 hour and then just get overstimulated because I don't have anything else to do because like I don't know anybody. I'm a wallflower, so that's kind of the way I was too when I was in college. Unless I knew the people that were throwing the party, which wasn't very often until like my last semester there, because one of my really good friends started throwing parties at his place. I would just sit around the room and then have people come over to me. Like I would have a drink in my hand and then just wait for somebody to come to me. But like also I was drinking a lot back then too. So I would just kind of jump around conversations, just sit in the conversation. I wouldn't talk, but there would already be circles, but I would know somebody in the circle that was having a conversation. So I'm not gonna lie, I never got into like heavy drugs, but there was one time I got into a drug that was past, marijuana. It was because I knew somebody that was in the circle and that was the only way I got into it. And I only did that once. I'm probably affected by it, but I don't know. It was back in 2016 that I went to a party that had that specific drug in it. I've been very, very lucky to never have been spiked before, because when I started going to these parties, I was 21 plus. So I would always bring my own drinks. So I've been very lucky to never have been spiked. When I went to college, I was in Arkansas, and people didn't invite me to parties very often unless it was like a band kid party, or sometimes I got invited to a theater party, but it was very rarely that I got invited, but it was because one of my good friends would get invited and they would invite me. I don't know. I feel like maybe as I've gotten older, I could be that safe space for some people. I don't know. I just kind of like listening to people. I don't really like talking. I feel like I'm a boring person, and I feel like I just talk in circles a lot because I have certain things that I like to talk about. And a lot of times I just try to pry information from people. I have a set of questions that I normally ask people whenever I start talking to them. And then I have them talk at me because I don't know. I'm not much of a social person. So anyways, that all being said, maybe if I do start going to clubs, that will be my thing. I just want to crochet and listen to music and be around people who are similar to me, Change of scenery because the dogs wanted to be outside. I'm on my porch and I need to water my plants. I do need to water the lizards because I do care about the lizards that live out here, and I need to trim my plants. This plant right here is doing really, really well, the ZZ Raven. And then I also have an hibiscus right there. I definitely need to trim it and then like put some of them into the ground. This guy absolutely needs a trim. I'm glad that I'm out here because it feels really nice. The weather's nice and cool. Basking in the sun is always nice, especially in the winter. It is a little bit chillier than it has been. Like yesterday was really cold, but today was also pretty cold. I haven't shown y'all Tika since she got a haircut, but once she comes back in, I'll show y'all if I remember. This is going a lot faster now that I have a little bit more space and a little bit less like hunching over I need to do, because this has much better back support than my computer chair does. And then on top of that, I have like way more room to stretch out here. So it's pretty nice, and I don't feel like I need to have the blanket on me. So let's go get some little treat because you went pee-pee and poo-poo. Yeah, you went pee-pee poo-poo. Yes, and you got a cute little haircut, baby. You got a cute little haircut. I've temporarily changed into a tank top. It's too cold to be wearing this, by the way. So I kind of have a dilemma. I don't know if I prefer it this way or if I prefer it at the shoulders, like higher up. What do you want, buddy? He wants to go outside. Okay. If I have it up here, then I'd want to cinch it in. But like, I don't know, like looking at the mirror, I feel like it's nicer up here. But then if I bring it down lower, I feel like I can mix it with more clothes. But then I'd have to wear a tank top with it. I don't know. I don't like the way it comes down here. I got this wet and now it stinks. I think I'm going to sew up the 5 seams right here and here. And then that way it can sit on the shoulders. And then I think then I can call it done. I'll be right back. It definitely looks better with it being kind of like zipped up here. Not zipped up. Seam line up here. What's the word? Help. I like it better this way. I think there's still opportunity to pull it down if I need to. I'm liking this. It's going to look better when I have black on, but I don't feel like digging through my laundry pile to find it or washing it if I have it dirty still. I will be wearing this on Wednesday, Tuesday, whichever day. I'm so happy with it. I love the sleeves. I love how airy it is. I can't wait to start asking for pattern testers for this. Next time I do this, oh, actually, it works out because all the stripes go down, the little things go down. Works out that I did this upside down. So I did a mattress stitch for all the seams, by the way. I just learned how to do it because Eerie Knots posted a little short on TikTok. Huge shout out to you, girly, for helping me out with pattern testing because I definitely needed it. You're the best. Thank you so much. And I'm kind of obsessed, not gonna lie. Can barely see the seams. Big fan of that. Here's a better example. Well, this isn't a good example down here, to be honest. I kind of just like haphazardly did it. I almost wish that I did a little bit bigger, but that's all right. I'm not gonna block this out because I'm lazy. Also feel like I don't have the right body dimensions to be wearing shrugs the same way that other people are wearing shrugs. So it looks a little bit silly on me, I feel like. But it might also be because I've never worn a shrug before. I've worn boleros and people are calling this boleros. And I'm like, I don't think this is considered a bolero because boleros are more like jackets, but like short sleeves sometimes. And then like more decorative. They're kind of like short blazers. I would consider this specifically a shrug. So, all right, well, time to move back on to the skirt to see if I'd rather have it cinched at the waist or if I need it buttoned up. All right, so I made one part of the belt. It's not really a belt, it's just a cinch. I'm thinking in the future, whenever I get around to asking for pattern testers for this one, I'm thinking of doing a, hey, button or belt. At this point, I still don't know if I'm going to like to make a buttonhole thing, whatever. I don't know if I'm ready to do that. It's a skill that I haven't learned yet and I'm nervous to do it. I know slip stitches are involved and I know like sewing on the button is involved and that's why I kind of don't want to. I'm being like really inquisitive of myself. Inquisitive, I don't know what the word is, but I'm being very like cautious of everything I'm doing because I want to be a good pattern maker. I think I even said that sometime in the beginning of this year that my goal for this year is to become a better pattern maker. To do so, I have to put myself out there. I'm just nervous, not gonna lie. What's going on? There's just so much yarn everywhere. I'm gonna try to like wind that up later. Wind up. It is very, very tempting to price and sell my patterns. Maybe what I do, I'll put a pattern up. I can direct you to my Ko-fi shop for free patterns. I think for sure I want to make a pattern chart. I want to help teach people how to read a pattern chart because I recently learned and I am very, very grateful. I opened a whole new world of crochet and now I finally feel confident enough to start selling patterns or like distributing patterns and make my own patterns, you know? I'm going to put like a really simple one on my Ravelry. And that way I don't feel bad if like I take the time to make a good looking pattern and put it onto Etsy because I think I still want to put it on Etsy just to have like a passive income. I want to let everybody know that there's a way to get it for free. I don't want people to be like, oh, I paid for this. I can't believe that it was available for free the whole time, you know? On my Ravelry, I'll just make it like a simple thing. But then like on my Etsy, maybe, I don't know if I'll get like in trouble if I post this, but like for a free, harder to read pattern, please visit my Ko-fi. That way, if they can't really afford the pattern or if they want to like figure it out themselves, that's where I'll put it. And then if somebody like directly asks me for it for free, then I'll give it to them. I think that's how I want to do it. I'm a very small creator. Even on TikTok, like I have like 5K something on TikTok and I've been working on TikTok for 5 years. I mean, to be fair, I did lose a whole account, but that one only had 3K followers. So I'm not getting my name out there. I know Etsy is a way to like put your name out there because of the way that their SEO works or something. Like they'll push your content or your stuff. I think it would be easier to help people find the free. I don't know. I'm just talking in circles. Like I said, it's tempting to want to sell my patterns for passive income, but I also want to like keep it free. I think I was talking to my husband about this a little bit, about how like I'll do the fancy one on Ravelry, or not Ravelry. Actually, I could put it on Ravelry, and then I'll do, yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay. I've never posted on Ravelry before. I know Ribbler's a little bit different. Ribbler, I might just put it for paid, and then in a disclaimer, because I haven't been on Ribbler in a while. I've kind of stopped looking at Ravelry and Ribbler, more so Ribbler for inspiration, just because like it's mostly amigurumi, and I'm not an amigurumi artist. I've tried. I'm looking at the ones I haven't finished up there. I think they're cute and all. It's just, I feel like because it's not functional for me, that's why I don't do it. But I'll make one, maybe 2 a year. Sorry that I'm like thinking out loud, but I need somebody to think out loud at, because I really, really want to get this taken off. I really, really want to be able to be somebody that helps people learn how to get into crochet fashion. If I were better at it, sewing fashion. I kind of want to get into making patches and embroidery and all that, but like, I'm just not in the sewing mood. It's not the sewing season. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm winding up the rest of the ball that I cut out of the big old mess over here. While I'm here, whenever I do the pattern test thing, I should send out a which method do you know how to read? Video, written, chart, and then a follow-up question of which do you prefer to read? That way I can get like a good example or a good sample of what the interest is. Going back to the last video when I talked about video only readers, I think that if I combine all 3 of those into the pattern that I create, that would be very useful. I do plan on eventually, whenever I get around to it, going back to my Kawaii Eldritch account on TikTok. But on here, I'll keep it all on the same. I'll just title it Kawaii Eldritch and then post. I probably won't post a Lemonade or Xiaohongshu just because like I don't want to get that much attention on my stuff. I don't think that will get a lot of attention on my stuff, but I want to prevent too much attention because I don't want people stealing my designs and then selling it off, because I know that's something that happens. I might like post the chart on Xiaohongshu and Lemonade, and then like on TikTok on my separate account I'll do like the tutorial of how to do the stitches, and then after I post that on the Kawaii Eldritch account I'll also post like the listing for the pattern, in parentheses put free or condensed version free on my not Ravelry. Well, that too, maybe on my Ko-fi account. I know this is like kind of a weird thing to like just talk and think about out loud. It might be boring stuff, and it might be like all you want to do is talk about this. And like, to be honest, yeah, that's all I want to do, because I'm just really excited for this. And I really want to be like somebody that helps others get really into crochet, especially in this climate. I am excited. We've got 1 row done. I forgot that I wanted to do both sides. So I do like the contrast in this green. I do really like that. I might even eventually do like little flowers coming from it, like the little wisteria things. I might like use a hair tie, a small hair tie, and then make that like the centerpiece or whatever. So I gotta make 2 more of these. This is 190 stitches, by the way, just foundation crochet. I like it. It's cute. It's pretty. I was gonna say something else, but I already forgot. Oh, yeah. I don't think I'm going to make the button one. Sorry. I thought I wanted to. I'm starting to really like the way that this is coming out. So this is phenomenal. This is fantastic. I'll probably make another 1 or 2 of these so I can like test other patterns out. So I do have the start of that. So it's a smaller one. And then after that, I'll make a bigger one and see how that goes. Time to see how well this holds up. A little bit nervous, not gonna lie. Here comes Mr. Apollo. I can hear him scuttling his way down here. There he goes, opening the door. I don't know how I feel about like the ruching right here, but if I did this, so I pull myself in here, and then I could probably like just kind of bow it. So 1 bow in the front, 1 bow in the back maybe? Or I just do something like this. And it gives it more layer, like more texture. So like this. Oh, hold on. I feel like I'm missing some. I feel like this is a lot. I don't hate it. I definitely don't love it. Let's see what else I can do. Let's take that apart. Let's do something like this where I tie this side and then I tie this side as well. I like that a lot better. So now that I have this done, I think I'm going to call it quits on this skirt. And then I might start writing, well, I have the pattern written out, but I might like start working in Canva and like getting pictures and all that. I want to invest in one of those little neck things. I just saw Kokiri, I think that's her name. She's a crochet artist as well. I just saw her like with a little neck thing where she was like recording her hands with the camera, like whatever. And I don't have the money to invest in that right now. I do have my ring light in the other room and I just don't know how well that's going to work. But maybe I'll do that. That way I can like do swatches of this. So then I can finally start sending this out. Oh, I like this. I feel like I should put more in the middle though. I don't know. This is cute though. Cute enough. It's not flowy and it's not the point. So that's fine. I like it. Do you like it? Because I think I do. Unfortunately for me and, well, me, I don't feel like working on the project that this yarn calls for. It's literally just a row and a half and then like the straps, maybe a little bit more than that, but that's all I've got left and I really don't want to work on it right now because I've worked on 2.5 projects after that. I'm over it. You like the bolero that I made? The shrug, I guess, the shrug bolero. I don't like the way it looks on me. So I'm going to try with these 2 yarns because I did order this, right? I'm going to use with these 2 yarns another one, but I'm going to make it like a longer one. And then I'm going to mix it with a dark green because I don't want to work on another one of the skirts. I already finished my skirt. So all I need to do is like try to like measure it out and all that jazz. I'm going to try to work on it. This yarn. Actually, maybe not this yarn because I need to save it for like something else. Swatching. I need to save this for swatching. The yarn that I have down here, actually, I'll save that yarn for swatching. I don't think this is going to be enough. Maybe for a cuff or 2. How many grams are in this? 285 yards. It's probably not going to be enough. I have quite a bit of this hot pink yarn left. Maybe what I can do is like do multicolors because summer's coming up and neon pink and neon green. Well, this isn't neon green. I have neon green in here. Actually, it's rough because I want to work on this. Look how dirty this is. All of this is so dirty. Let me see if they're like close enough in color. Yeah, this lime green yarn, and then they're very close in color, but not quite. I'm going to save this one to make swatches. If I get around to it, then I'll use the rest of this yarn to make another bolero. I might make a lengthened one. I really, really liked that pattern, so I'm going to lengthen it out. Do the same thing with the sleeves that I did with that one. Bring it down, and then also eventually I want to work on making one that's like just the back where it attaches. So it's the sleeves, nothing up here, just the back. Because I want to get a poll on what people want to see. I'm going to release the pattern all together at the same time. It's going to literally be the same pattern, just different ways to stitch it. But I just want to see everybody's opinion on what they like better. I just wanted to see. Good morning. It's me the next day, 12:15 on February 22nd. I have work at 5:30, but I figured I'd have a little bit of time to work on this. I'm so happy with how this is coming out. I did finish the bodice, and I'm not going to lie, not really enjoying that it's just this. I want to go in with black and do this. It's a little bit more time consuming, not gonna lie. It's just so much prettier. I love this so much. The only issue is that I only got 285 yards in here. I will have to buy more yarn, which I know I shouldn't buy more yarn, but this is a project that I really, really want to get off the ground. While I'm here, I'm going to talk a little bit about everything the business. I've been talking about that. Like, it's literally what's been on my mind for the past however many so days. I know I talked a little bit about maybe making some passive income on it. However, I think what I want to do is I do want to list some of the made items, because whenever I do the pattern testing, I do want to try to make it in the sizes that I ranged, right? It's hard because like I want to keep it like super easy and like accessible and all that jazz. It's tough. It's tough to make this decision because it does take time, but I will be putting it on YouTube. I'll do like a little short thing of it. This one is not ready yet. This one isn't in discussion yet. It will be one of those patterns that goes up on the Ravelry, not Ravelry. Well, probably Ravelry. I hate that the accessible part will be for people who are already aware and familiar with stitches. However, I feel like it's an important step into becoming more into crochet is learning about different stitches. Unfortunately, but kind of fortunately, but really unfortunately, it's slow season, so I'm not going to have that many shifts coming up. I have plenty of time to get this recorded. Be on the lookout. I will have stitches coming up soon. Stitches. I mean, they are stitches. They're going to be different types of stitches. And then after I get that finished, I'm going to have like pictures. I'm going to work with Canva because one of my mutuals, thank you, Irina, you're the best. She told me that she also works with Canva. So I'm going to work with that so I can get pictures in and then patterns. And then I'm going to send it out to the testers. And then after I send it out to the testers, sorry, I need to be doing something with my hand. And this one is going to be counting and I can't count and talk at the same time because brain not good. Oh, dang it, I messed up over here. That's because I was trying to talk. But I will have that YouTube video up as a resource. And then I will also have it on the TikTok as a resource. But like everything compiled together, I think that's where I want it to cost money. And I want people to email me if they can't afford it, because we are going through some trying times right now. Please, please, please do not hesitate to email me. Once this pattern's out, do not hesitate to email me because I understand the struggles. I am somebody who's only bought 2 patterns in my whole entire life because I've always been like low income. I just happen to be really good at penny. Well, that's debatable, but I've been pretty good at penny pinching for a while. I do completely understand the financial burden that it takes to be a DIYer when it comes to yarn crafting, fiber crafting. It's one thing to go to the thrift stores and like just cut up some clothes and then patch it all up together, but it's another thing to find yarn that's intact and not all raveled up, you know? Please do not hesitate to reach out to me if you need the whole entire set with pictures and everything for free. That is my stipulation. I think this is solidly what I want to do. I still want to post on my, maybe I'll post on Ribbler. I don't know. Ribbler is like a little bit too new age for me. I'm in my 30s, so I don't know if I know how to use an app-based website. I will be posting it on my Ko-fi for free. And then I will also be posting it on Etsy for like, I think my husband and I talked about it. He said $5 is a good price, especially since I'm doing a large compilation of everything. I'm doing the chart. I'm doing the crochet stitches. I'm going to be teaching how to read the stitches with the chart. And then I'm going to have the YouTube video linked for a resource as well, where I'm going to do the chart and the crochet stitches in it as well. So like there are very much going to be free options. It's just going to be like the amount of stitches that you need or measurements or something. That's how I'm going to do it. Just finished watching Grace Face Creates. She's a mutual of mine and she's super cool. Just finished watching her video of her county fair. And then this was way back. So it was when Beetlejuice came out. She does have free tutorials of her patterns on YouTube. So that is a great alternative pattern maker that you can find for free, just to get that out there. But almost just in time, I'm on the last 2 rows of this. I am so excited to wear this. This is probably my favorite one. I'm going to do, I think I talked about it yesterday. I don't know, my brain dumb. But I think what I'm going to do is on Tuesday, that's the day my husband has off, I'm going to have this one and I'm going to have that hot pink one. Well, actually, because I still want to make like the 3rd pattern where I do just the sleeves and then the back. I think that this is the one I want to wear. I'm going to take this apart, I think. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go to Michael's, and I know I shouldn't spend any more money. However, this is like something I really, really, really want to get done because I think this is going to be like beneficial to put up. So in the original pattern, I had 5 rows of these. No, 4. So the original pattern, I have 44 across, 54 across. Let me look at the pattern. So in the original pattern, it's 44 foundation crochet across. However, I think I want to make it a little bit bigger, even though this is great. But nah, I'm not gonna make it bigger. I'm gonna save some yarn on that. I'm sorry that the lighting in here is like just changing the camera. Yeah, I'm gonna take that apart. I'm gonna buy more yarn tomorrow because I have a 9 a.m. tomorrow. I have to pee again. This is the worst. But I have a 9 a.m. tomorrow. And then when I get off at 5, I'm going to want to take a break from driving because 9 to 5s are the worst shifts ever. I hate them so much, especially in the Orlando area because everybody gets off at 5 o'clock. So we have the business district and then we have the theme park district. They're not districts. They're just areas. And then all of us live out here. So like the traffic getting home is the worst. So I always like normally, oh, I'm going to stop by that I might stop by that Joann that I normally stop at in Kissimmee one last time because I'm not going to be able to go again. So I doubt that they'll have yarn, but there is a Michael's really close by to it. So I'll probably go to that. I think we'll see. But I do need more black yarn because I want to finish this. I want to add it all to this and then all that jazz. So I gotta go pee. Wait, before that, I came on here to say I am very like impressed that she went to the county fair and she got judged and all that. And it's really neat because she is an alternative crochet pattern maker and artist. So I want to start joining the local fairs too, because I just don't think there's enough of us out there. There are a lot of us, but not enough of us to like say, hey, we're here, we're alternative. Crochet doesn't have to be just this normal looking thing. Like, it's not normal. Crochet itself is already alternative, but like there's so much more to crochet than like the same, no offense, the granny squares. There's so much more you can do with stitches in crochet, and I want to be somebody that like adds to that. The thing with crochet right now is that I think there's a lot of newbies in the community. It's really good to see that people are making their own patterns and people are really getting into it, but there's so many resources out there that I don't think that we use because Google sucks right now. Finding new stitches outside of the granny stitch, I think that's what it's called. I never learned how to do it. I'm not gonna lie, I've never learned how to do the granny stitch. It's just not appealing to me. So I just want more of us out there to show, hey, there's so much more to crochet. I have a couple tapestry crochet friends on TikTok, and I'm just so impressed at their work, and I wish I could tapestry crochet. I hope to see a tapestry crochet piece if I do enter. If I do enter a county fair or whatever, it'd probably be the strawberry one because that's the closest one to me. I think the Osceola one is actually closer, but that's also in the Orlando area. I'd rather go to the Tampa area. No offense to Orlando, but I'm just out there like every week and I'm kind of tired of Orlando. So yeah, anyways, I have 30 minutes before I have to start getting ready. So I'm going to finish this, use the bathroom, get ready for work, and then I'll probably see y'all tomorrow afternoon, probably, because I'm going to be exhausted after work. I'm getting off at 11:30, which is fine. That's a normal time for me. But then having to go back in at 9 a.m., not fun. So tomorrow. Hi, it's Sunday, and I'm waiting for my pierogies to boil. You guys are going to hear me talk and probably be sad. So please bear with me if I start crying because I am sad about the Joann news. So it for sure is closing. There's nothing gonna stop it. We all kind of knew that it was gonna close, but like we were hoping, we were hanging on to a thread. I don't know what the phrase is. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. We were all hoping for just maybe a little glimmer of hope that somebody would swoop in and purchase it and not liquidate all the stores. But unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. We knew. That being said, I had a lot of time to think about it on my drive home because of traffic, you know. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to stop by the Kissimmee Joann because it closes at 6 and I had an 8-hour shift and I just can't afford to go home early. So I wasn't able to stop by Joann today. I did stop by Michael's and I bought 2 skeins of yarn because it's buy one, get one 50% off still. And I needed that black yarn to come in. So that's not the point. The point is Joann is closing. So I find these things around the theme parks all the time. It's this little guy. Kind of like the jingle. I'm planning on probably crocheting a bunch of little tiny knickknacks, probably hearts, maybe stars. I don't know at this point, just to show my appreciation for the Joann employees that have been there. Joann has been really important to me as a fiber artist in general. My growth and my understanding of clothing and fashion. Joann's the reason why I got back into crochet. I think I've told y'all, but I started crochet back in 2014 and I dropped it off after doing it for 6 months. And then I picked it back up because I was in Joann buying fabric because I got really into sewing. And I'm like, well, I'm not into sewing right now. And these yarns, maybe if I pick up this red heart saver, I'll get back into it. And what do you know? I got into fashion through crochet that way. I don't wear that top very much. It's not a pretty top, but shortly after that, I found about bamboo yarns and learned that I prefer wearing bamboo yarns and that that's an option and that the yarn world has grown immensely. Sorry that I'm just talking about crochet, but like both sides. I did crochet, I did sewing, I even got to the Halloween decor. I think what got me into sewing was that I was into like the holiday decor shopping, and then I saw the sewing stuff and I'm like, oh, I'm really into 1940s fashion, but everything online is just like Disney. And I don't want to wear Disney 1940s. It's kind of like lame. And then anything else that wasn't Disney was way out of my price range. So I picked up sewing. It just all came full circle. Like I kind of lived at Joann for a little bit, especially in the October, like, well, not even October, but like in the summer. I would go there quite a bit. Maybe that's why I only want to sew in the summers, because I'm in Joann a lot looking at the Halloween decor and getting inspiration. I'm very sad about this news. Thousands of people are losing their jobs, and that's just so sad. I know this liquidation company is going to try to do like job fairs or something. That's what they said they were doing. I don't know too much about all that. I just know that there was mismanagement of funds up at the top, and that's the reason why it's shutting down for good. I know there was a lot of bankruptcy because they didn't pay the third-party vendors. Oh, my pierogies. Give me 2 seconds. Not only was there like a mismanagement of funds up at the top, they never like reconstructed. Like that was part of the first part of the bankruptcy, was to reconstruct, and they never did that. They were just like, let's just make more money for ourselves. I hate when corporate gets so big that they stop caring about the little person. I used to be a manager at one point, and I got to see the numbers, and I got to learn about why businesses run the way they do. And I hate it. I hated every single second of it. And that's one of the reasons why I burned out so hard, is because I learned about all that. People don't get treated well. So not only did the employees have to work like skeleton crews, but like they weren't getting paid. Then on top of that, the vendors not getting paid as well. And it's like, you got to pay your vendors. I don't remember what I was saying. Too much pierogi. So thousands of people are losing their jobs. Countless other people are losing their jobs because Joann was their supplier for their crafts. It's a really rough time to be a fiber artist right now. There's just so many things going wrong. Not only Joann shutting down, which may not affect everybody, to be honest, but the tariffs, that affected everybody. And maybe it was a good time for Joann to pull out, because I'm sure that they would be affected by the tariffs. It's just really, really sad to see something so inspiring and like something that got me really into fashion, really into fiber arts, just got me back into like creativity and like learning more about myself. And I'm just really sad to have lost something so good. Hold up. I just saw the best video that could come out this week. It was the Marine Choir. I don't know too much. I know about the Marine brand, but like I don't know much about the rest of the music groups of like the military. Came out and saying, "Do you hear the people sing?" from Les Mis. Les Mis is a Broadway musical about the French Revolution. And holy shit, holy shit. Like I could repost that a million times. What an incredible thing to have done. Oh my God. Also, my eyes red because like I have something in my eye and I can't get it out. And I washed my face and it still is itchy. So just finished crying over that beautiful performance. I'm about to watch JoJo Beautifully Me. Oh, I knew her as JoJo Beautifully Me. I think she now goes by Cotton Core Land Girl. She's about to start her I think she already started Emily. But I'm going to crochet some more of this. I'm going to work into this. I'm going to do the sleeve first and then I'll work back into this. I have this one written down, so like it's fine. Sorry, I'm like all kinds of there's a lot going on up here. I'm also medicated, so yeah, I'm going to work on some of this and then listen to a live stream, and then I'll catch up with you guys whenever I get done with the next sleeve, I believe. It was so much fun. I feel like I'm part of a crafting circle, and she has another live stream on Wednesday morning, which is before I'll post this, but it feels like she does Wednesdays and Sundays. We've been mutuals for a while, and she reminded me we've been mutuals for almost 5 years. Oh my gosh. So we met through Vintage Talk back in 2000-ish. And like, it's really fun to see how all of us that were part of that little circle kind of like went our own way with vintage. I think all of us stayed in vintage, but in different aspects. She went cottagecore land girl. I went goth. One of us, she still does vintage, but I don't think she posts as much on TikTok anymore. She's more on Instagram. Another one of us, she's kind of leaning towards more cottagecore lately, which is so cute. Oh, Danny, you're so cute. And then another one, just she stuck with dancing, and like Oh my god, like I'm starting to tear up a little bit because like 1940s fashion has been such a big part of my life, and I'm just so grateful for all the people I met through 1940s fashion. Even though I don't wear 1940s as often as I used to, I don't stick truly to 1940s fashion anymore. I still really enjoy the silhouettes, and I also just commented on Lady Idzihar. I think that's how you say your name. I just commented on one of her recent posts on TikTok about how like the 1940s fashion skate books, none of them show like longer lengths of dresses, because most fashion skate books from the 1940s are centered around World War II when there were like fashion rations, right? Something like that. But also, not enough people are talking about make do and mending. I don't remember why I started talking about this, but like I think I want to get back into 1940s fashion again, especially since summer is coming up. I kind of miss the community, you know? Sleeve 2 is finished. It took a little bit longer than I expected. I don't know why. I expected it not to take as long, but I'm loving it. I kind of like the way that both sides look, to be honest. It's super cool, super neat. Somebody on my TikTok mentioned that it looked like an optical illusion, and I'm kind of a fan of that because it kind of like looks like it's popping out here. So, oh, I'm excited to put this together. Oh, that's going to look so good. Okay, now I need to go into this one, take it apart. Unfortunately, it's got to go. I almost want to make it bigger, but I think I like having it off the shoulder for this one because it's going to be longer. I'm thinking also maybe if I still have time or the willpower to make the short sleeve version. Oh, well, I just gave it away. So the next one I'm going to do is going to be a short sleeve version. So I'm not going to do just the back. I'm going to do the back, and then I'm going to give it like kind of like a vest and an actual like sewing bolero. So I think in sewing terms, a bolero is a specific term, whereas in crochet, a bolero can mean the shrug and bolero. So that's probably why I'm so confused about it. But like a bolero specifically in sewing terms is a short jacket with like, well, it doesn't have to have like 3/4 sleeves, but I think most times I see 3/4 sleeves or like regular sleeves, short sleeves. I don't often see long sleeves on boleros, but it does happen. Oh, also, no, I'm thinking bolo tie. That's this thing. I may kind of, true to the sewing bolero term, still make a pattern for the bolero. It won't be done by tomorrow, for sure. I'm hoping to get this done by tomorrow. I'm about to no life this. It's only 10:48 in the morning. Good morning, by the way. It's actually morning. I woke up early because Apollo rang the bell at 9 something in the morning. It looks like he wants to ring the bell again. Don't you do it. Gonna take this apart. I don't think I want to widen it out. I think I'm going to keep it this length. That way, yeah, I don't think it needs to be any bigger. So I'll keep it this long, and then I will just add black into it. It has to be done. It doesn't have to be done, but I want it to be done. Don't laugh at my hair. I'm just so tired of my bangs in my face, and I don't have a bobby pin over here. I've just finished up side one of my bodice. Oop, let's flip it this way. I think I want them to go this way this time around. I already enjoy it so much more than I did when it was just green. This is great. I gotta work on one more. It's almost done. Dear God, my head is hurting. I think it might be the pressure change outside, to be honest. I'm getting to that age. Well, maybe it's not that age. I don't know. But like, I'm getting to that point in my life where like rainy days kind of affect me, I think. I'm not looking forward to hurricane season this year because I think that might affect me and my mood. It is a nice rainy day and I get to sit inside and enjoy the rain and listen to the pitter patter. I love rainy season. I love fall in Florida is rainy season. And like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I love leaf falling season. And like, I do too, but it's just too dang cold and I can't handle being living up north. I did it for 2.5 years up in Arkansas, and that's not north, but it's north enough for me. And it just got too cold too quickly for me. And I'm very grateful to live in Florida. There are a lot of negatives to living in Florida, not gonna lie, but the weather down here, I cannot, it's unmatched for me. And I can't wait for, well, it is warm down here. It's still warm and it's been kind of a mild winter, but it's never like a freezing winter down here. I don't think we had a hard freeze this year, which is really bad for the strawberries. So I'm not looking forward to strawberry season. I'm not going to the strawberry festival. We've made our decision. We're not going to the strawberry festival this year. The strawberries we had early, I don't remember if I told you guys when I made the chocolate dip strawberries. They weren't good. They weren't sweet, but after letting them sit for a little while, they did sweeten up. And it could partially be due to the fact that we used dark chocolate and I never got around to doing the white icing chocolate on top. It wasn't sweet at all, which sucked, but I had something to say. I had something else to say, but I don't remember. Oh, I don't think I'm going to do another shirt. I'm sorry. I just don't want to. I've done too much for this project and I just want to move on because I've undone this the bodice for 2 of these already, and I'm just tired of undoing and redoing. Oh, that looks so cool. I can't wait to wear this. Plus, since we're going to Volcano Bay tomorrow, I definitely won't have enough time to finish another project. And I already knew that I wasn't going to, but it'd be really nice to be able to take pictures in these and be at Volcano Bay to wear them. So that's the plan so far. I'm probably going to change my mind on what I'm wearing tomorrow. I have this green and black dress that I made. I don't know if I've worn it on the vlog yet. Yes, I did. I made it for the vlog for Spooky Empire. No, I haven't gone to Spooky Empire ever. It was the oddities market that Prometheus Esoterica puts on every year. I'm going to wear that dress and then take pictures around Volcano Bay with the hot pink and this one. And then I'm going to also do like a poll to see what people like more. I mean, obviously this is going to go better with the green, but also it's almost summer, which, I mean, spring hasn't hit yet, but in Florida, strawberry season hits first, and then almost immediately it's watermelon season, and I love watermelon. Yeah, that's the plan right now. Also, oh, I think what I was going to say is that it took about 3 hours to do this. Cottagecore Land Girl, she mentioned that it looks like I just knock these projects out really quickly, and I literally told her, I'm like, it's because I know life things. I sit here, and sometimes I forget to eat. So don't be like me. Don't forget to eat. Remember to drink water. That might be why I have a migraine right now. It's kind of forming right back here. So I don't know if it's the weather or because I didn't drink enough water, which we tried to remind each other to drink water. I'm going to probably join her live stream again. Not this coming Wednesday because I probably will be asleep. I'm a nighttime person. If she does one on Sunday night, I'll probably join it too because it was a fun little craft circle thing. Husband's about to wake up, so I'm going to start working on the second half of this bodice. Just finishing off this little bodice part right in time with Haley Knight's video. She's another alternative crochet artist, by the way. If you need more, I got your sources because I have too much time on my hands. Gotta cut this off, and then we're going to go over to the sewing room just so I can get like a little bit of sewing footage for TikTok. Tomorrow I'll do an official try on, but I might not record it because I'll probably be over at Volcano Bay when it happens. I'm going to get like a vertical shot of it for TikTok, but like a widescreen shot, probably not, just because it's still kind of awkward for me to record in front of people. Even in front of my husband still, like it was a little bit awkward, but I think I was still running off the high of MegaCon where I was just vlogging everything. So cutting this off, going to the sewing room, doing a little bit of video work, and then coming back to sew the rest of this up because I don't want to be hunched over like this. Even though I'm probably going to be hunched over like this, at least I'll be sitting in a chair. Before I go off though, look, I love the way that this yarn pulls out. It's so smooth. It's always so smooth. I think it's because it's a bigger spool, not spool. Why do I do this? Skein. This one, it's pulling from the center, but like it never holds its shape. So it doesn't have like the nice little round hole. It collapses easily. This one does not. Like I feel like the texture for this one, this is loops and thread. The texture for this one like is a little bit more fuzzy. Whereas the texture for this one, it is fuzzy, but it's like stiffer. And I don't know, a lot of people prefer this. This is impeccable big twist value, I believe. Not impeccable. This is impeccable loops and threads. This is just loops and thread or big twist value. Maybe that's why it's stiffer because this is the second brand up in price range because I think they have a $30.99 sale one and it's the regular yarn. And I think this is the regular yarn. I don't know. Wait. Hold up. I just looked at Hirschner's for like the first time in months because I don't know. I don't ever go on Hirschner's because it's not something that I think of actively. Hobie is the only like alternative yarn place that I think of because everybody talks about Hobie. I don't hear many people talk about Hirschner's, but Haley Knight's next video in my little playlist, she did a haul from Hirschner's and she was she's like showing the yarns and I'm like, whoa, that looks similar to the Hobie yarn I ordered. So I went on their site and they are very similar color palettes. That's not the point. The point is they are only $5.97 to $5.99 for 489 yards of yarn. The suggested hook size is 5.5 millimeters. So that's similar to what I'm using right now with this guy. I had a lot of extra of this, so this is great. It looks so much greener in the video. It's a very similar size to that yarn, which means it will last a lot longer for only $5.99. So add all two. What? There's only 2 left? Maybe there's only 2 colors left. No. Oh, it's temporarily out of stock until April April 4? Yeah, April. That's okay though. That's okay. They have so many other colors. I'm not looking to buy yarn right now. I cannot buy yarn right now. It is illegal for me to buy yarn right now. I am probably going to buy yarn from them soon. I'm so excited because they have a bunch of different, like, really cute little colors in their Halloween yarn. Like I said, some of them are very similar to the Hobie yarn. This one is called Bootyful, and of course, it's a silly little thing. It's a sparkle yarn, and it's white, gray, orange, and black, and a dark gray as well. And that is such a pretty colorway. Oh my gosh. Oh, I need money. Help. Okay, so we're at the point now that I need to stitch up the armholes. And at this point, because it's going to be a little bit lower sitting, like down to here, I am deciding on making the stitches a little bit closer in. I retried the pink one on. I wanted to make sure it felt good still. I think what happened, why I didn't really like the pink one, is because I was wearing it over another pink tank top. And then also the racer back. I don't really like racer back tank tops. I think that's what it's called. I like the pure spaghetti strap or whatever, the straps on the side. I like that kind of strap when it comes to tank tops. It's going to be a little bit shorter of a thing right here. So now I feel like there's value to twofer, you know? I'm really excited to wear this. It's almost done. I just need to eat a little bit because my brain keeps on like screaming at me to eat. And then also I just need to take a little bit of a break because I've been no-lifing this. And yeah, I guess I could show you the sleeve real quick. This is what one of the sleeves look like. So when I sew sleeves, I do them right sides together, much like in sewing, where you want to put the sides that have the pattern together so that when you turn it inside out, like you won't see the seams as much. I did a mattress stitch with this. I don't know if I told y'all. And I'm having a hard time finding it. On this side, I did a mattress stitch, so it's gonna probably be a little bit stiff on this side, but that's okay. And plus, this is on the inside, so it's a pretty good stitch. I learned how to do it recently, and I am obsessed with it. It takes a lot longer to do, not gonna lie. And sometimes I kind of wish I just did the single stitch method or slip stitch method, but it looks nice. I like the way it came in. I like that I have a striped sweater going right now because I've been wanting a striped sweater for so long. I bought striped knit fabric because I wanted to make like a striped shirt, and I hate knit fabric. I hate the way that it curls. I can't get past that. I only want to work with cottons, linens, and like viscose, I guess. I can't handle stretch fabrics when it comes to sewing. Finally, I have something so cute. I don't know what I want to wear tomorrow to Mardi Gras though. I was going to wear my my cinema roll, Let the Good Times cinema roll shirt. But like also, I'm almost done with this. I feel bad. Yeah, whatever. I'll figure it out tomorrow. One sleeve on. So I have to sew up the side still and then sew on the other sleeve. But this is what it looks like so far. This is a lot of green right here, but honestly, it's fine. It's all fine. I feel like I should have put more green on this. Sorry if the mic keeps on getting hit by this, but oh, this is going to look so good. I'm so excited for it. I just want it to be done now, though. Please, just click done. I don't know, y'all. I think I like this one more. I love the way that it hangs over. I love the shoulder reveal. I don't really love this right here, but honestly, it's not a deal breaker. I could still try to do like the little 5 thing that I did earlier, but I'm probably going to leave it because I just don't care that much. I thought it was going to be longer, not going to lie. I could probably block it and it'd be longer, but I ain't doing that. That's too much work. This is cool. This is super cool. Really big fan. Can't wait to wear this. Ugh, but I love the way that the sleeves are so large and that they're kind of like collapsing. And I love that there's a breeze in them. So it's not going to feel as bad. Well, I mean, I'm not going to be able to wear this in the summer. At the end of the day, it's still acrylic. It's spring right now. And I think this is like perfect for also fall. So I am already ahead of my Halloween schedule. Yay! I think I was watching Grace Face's video from this past Halloween or fall, whatever. And I'm like, dang, I'm already working on Halloween. But this is going to be perfect for Halloween, spring, whatever. And it's like not super see-through. So honestly, you could just wear a bra under this. That's what I'm doing right now. But I'm going to end up wearing probably a tank top and rolling it up because I don't know, like it's so perfect that the line falls right between the cleavage area. So it doesn't look like I'm just wearing a bra under here. That's pretty perfect. I like it. Big fan. Wearing it tomorrow for sure. It does still fit down here though. Like if I want to pull this down a little bit more, which I probably will sometimes, especially now because it's so warm. And I like the way that sleeves are longer. I don't know. I'm always a fan with when the sleeves like cover my hands. Maybe it's an insecurity of mine or something. I've always had this thing where I loved having long jackets, big jackets. And so this is like the perfect size. And like if I do it lower, that little point thing isn't as affected. So that's pretty neat too. This is feeding my inner scene kid, cyber goth wannabe ego. Oh man. Sorry, I'm just like so impressed. I did it. I did it. I did it. Genuinely, I don't believe that this looks good. However, I still want to wear the cinema roll shirt tomorrow because my husband got these shirts for us. And I think this is the only time we'll be able to make it out to Mardi Gras. Yes, sir. Thank you. There he is. But like, maybe if I do wear leggings underneath, it would look okay. I don't know. Like, I'm a big old cinema roll fan. So maybe it will look good. Maybe I'm just thinking too hard about it. I don't know. I don't think tomorrow's going to be like the official try-on video. Like, I want to do like a full makeup and hair look with this. So I guess that gives me a little bit of extra time. I'm not going to be able to get y'all's vote because it's going to be in the past when this happens. But like, what do you guys think? I'll ask my husband when he gets home. But honestly, I don't think this looks that good. Ugh, I already have some stitches fraying out, so I gotta fix that up. It doesn't look awful though. Like, I'm looking in the mirror and I don't think it looks too terribly awful. Like, if I do like a little belt or something, and like this pink and this pink kind of go together, that green's not going to work. 100% it's not going to work, but I feel like it might be a little bit too warm for that anyways. I think that's going to be like an inside shirt only or like market shirt only because Florida it's about to start getting hot again here. So, maybe even like right before we get to the theme park. I don't know, whatever. I'm going to try this tomorrow and I'm going to try it with leggings. These are just some regular shorts I got at the thrift store recently. If it doesn't look good, then there's no official video for tomorrow. But if it does, then there's still not going to be an official video because I want to do my hair. Terrible news. I did a really poor job at weaving in these ends. I was just talking about how I do a pretty decent job, but this one was a pretty bad job. So good news is this was my first time ever trying mattress stitch, I think. And this may well be one of the first times I ever did it like on this project too. It's a little bit unfortunate. I think now I feel like I need to make this a little bit longer, like 20 rows down instead of 18 rows down. And then that way it doesn't curl up. I'm having to weave in the ends again. Good morning. And guess what? Volcano Bay is closed. I'm dressed. I have everything packed and Volcano Bay is closed. So I'm going to wear the shrug. I'm disappointed. I'm sad. Oh, what the heck. I did it. This one's done. I'm really liking how this fits. It's probably look a little bit different when I block it and I just don't feel like blocking it. I never block my projects. So I'll stretch it out a little bit so that you can get like a full view of what it looks like. I don't know. I'm probably going to send it through the washer one of these days. It stretches down like that. So it'll probably widen out a little bit. So it'd be a little bit more fluffier. This is probably going to be super duper long, which personally, I don't care. I like longer sleeves. I know some people have sensory issues around their arms. So when I write the pattern, I'm going to write, hey, just so you're aware, this is made for longer sleeves. However, if you're wanting shorter sleeves, just don't do as many stitches as I did or rows that I did. That's for my size in general. But whenever I get around to like doing other sizes, then we'll go by that. I don't know how I'm going to do like the arm length. I'm looking at measurements and all that. And I think I have some clothes from different size ranges in my closet. So I can like kind of use those as guides. Also, I am going to do that swatch test soon, especially for like the super simple pattern where I'm not writing out every single stitch that you need to do. I can't get over how cute this is. I didn't think I was going to like this that much, but because I paired it with this dress, I think it's great. Oh, also my makeup. I've got green blush. You can't see it because this light is down here and not up there. Let me see. Still can't see it. This is an Urban Decay eyeshadow, and for some reason the black on it, like, if it kind of like color changes. Hold on. So black, darker black. Since we had a change of plan, I decided not to wear the cinema roll shirt. And on top of that, we do plan on going back soon. I have another day to wear the cinema roll shirt. And I just really, really wanted to show this off. And since it's cold enough for Volcano Bay not to be open, it warrants wearing this. All right, I'm going to wake up my husband and we're going to go to Universal. And then when we get back, I will probably start writing the size chart for this. Tomorrow I will be I don't know if I'll be wearing this outfit. Well, I'm definitely not wearing this outfit, but I don't know if I'm going to do the pink outfit reveal. I should. Maybe when I get home, I'll set my hair. I don't know. This hair looks fine. And like, I haven't been feeling doing vintage in a little while. And that sucks because I feel like vintage was a big part of my identity, like especially 1940s. Like I've talked about it on end here. I haven't felt it in a while because my hair is getting too long. I really kind of want to cut my hair. My bangs are kind of getting a little bit too long too, but like I think they're at the good length for me to do like a little curl under, so I'm not going to mess with my bangs. But my hair now is like down to here. I want long hair, but also vintage hair, it takes way too long with long hair to dry. That's what I mean by way too long. We're going to go, and then I'll see y'all maybe tonight, probably tomorrow. Hi. Good morning. It is the next day. It's now afternoon, actually. I did get to join Cottagecore Land Girls vlog? No, not vlog. Live stream today. I don't know. I'm not a live stream person. I'm only joining in on hers because she's a crafter and I'm also a crafter and we've known each other for so long. I did add black to this. I figured that this would be cuter with the black. I'm getting ready right now so I can take some pictures of this outfit. I might leave the house. I haven't taken my medication yet, so I should be able to leave. I don't know where I want to go to take pictures. I don't want to go very far because I have little gas and I have little money, so I don't want to spend money on gas right now, especially since it's $3.19 per gallon. Unless it's cheaper. If it's cheaper, then I'll go get gas, but I doubt it. I do like it with the black trim. That's cute. I added my head scarf, whatever this is called, bandana, and I got to do my makeup, and then yeah, that's what's going on right now. I did take some pictures this morning of the swatch sample. Yeah. And then I'm going to have to upload it to Canva and all that. I think I might plan on doing that tomorrow, Wednesday, because I mean, I don't really have any plans tomorrow. I don't plan on doing any vlogging tomorrow. I do plan on getting this edited and out tomorrow. So we'll see, but I'm going to get the talking points done soon so that I can put the swatch test out online soon as well. I'm going to keep it on this channel, and I hope that people don't follow me thinking I'm just going to teach them a whole bunch of stuff, because I'm not that kind of person. I just want to have it out there so that if they want to learn, they can, but like, I'm mostly a vlogger. I struggle so hard with keeping on topic with anything, so I hope people don't think I'm this super organized person. I'm definitely not. Good old ADHD. I don't know, I'm just rambling. Good morning. Makeup is done. A little bit upset that I didn't do like a makeup video for it, but honestly, I burn myself out on makeup videos all the time because I get bored of editing them. I love sharing music, right? But like, I hate looking at my face sometimes, and it's not that right now. I'm not hating looking at my face. It's like the same rhythm or whatever, where I just like, here's the eyeshadow, here's this, here's that, and it's just, I don't know. I want to share more makeup looks, but I just get bored of it. Anyways, this is the makeup look. I like it. I didn't do any foundation today because I just didn't feel like it. And I also didn't do a full face routine for moisturizer. So it's just a bunch of pink and like, I don't know. It was a trust the process thing. That's another thing too. A lot of times I just want to trust the process, and you can't really trust the process on camera because you have to be kind of organized. And I'm really, really bad at that. Today, I kind of like jumped around between eye looks. Oh, I forgot to do my mascara. I just realized I just forgot. Who cares? You can't see my eyelashes anyways. And then on top of that, I'm really, really low on mascara. So it is what it is. I don't feel like running out to grab some because nobody sees my eyelashes. So I'm going to do a quick recording of this outfit for TikTok and shorts. Y'all love me on shorts, so thank you. I appreciate you guys for accepting me and my creativity, even though it doesn't hit the spot for many people. I understand that I'm weird, but I really, really appreciate people that take the time to watch my stuff, because I feel like it's a way of validation for me. I shouldn't expect people's validation to keep on doing art. I don't know. I feel like I don't have anybody to show it off to because I have social anxiety. I'm just watching Chris the Girl's video of social anxiety. I've had social anxiety for a while, and then it turns out I also am ADHD, so that doesn't help that I have social anxiety. I feel awkward when I go out places. Like, I don't want to be the center of attention, right? But like, also, I want to dress up for me, and dressing up for me sometimes brings a lot of attention to myself. That's another thing. I'm not leaving the house. I don't feel like leaving the house. One, I don't want to spend the gas money. Two, I don't want attention on me. And it's around the time that school kids get out of school. So I really don't want that attention on me. It's always awkward when the school kids are like walking on the sidewalk. They kind of stare at me and I'm like, please don't. I just don't want that attention. It's just kind of like a form of validation. And I know my art style is very weird and different. And like, I don't really fit into any of the boxes. I don't fit into goth, even though I am goth. I don't fit into that because I don't wear all black, and there's no dress code to being goth. It's just listening to the music and agreeing with the politics, getting into like the history and culture of it. There's just so much to goth, and like most people just kind of reduce it to, oh, just listen to the music, just wear the clothes. And it's like, it's not just wearing the clothes. Same with punk. Like, I have a lot of the punk ideas, but I don't listen to the music. So that's another, well, no, I do, but like, I just don't go to places with a lot of punk people in it. I would say I dress like a rave person because scene kids, a lot of us grew up to be ravers. Not me, because I have social anxiety. So I never went, and I never leave my house. I never go to shows. I'm a huge, huge music fan, but I'm prevented to going these places because of my social anxiety. So that's why I like posting on the internet. I feel like other people need to know that it's okay to dress the way that you do, even though you might get a lot of attention, and some of it may be negative. I remember one time when I did like a halfway to Halloween thing, I was wearing a Halloween outfit. There was a kid on the bus, because it was at Disney, taking pictures and Snapchatting about me to the kid that was sitting across from him. I think it was a family, and like their mom kind of called them out, but not knowingly. I don't think the mom knew what they were doing was making fun of me. That's what was going on. And like, I feel like I can find my people online. It's back to the like the MySpace days. A lot of us were alternative, and that's why a lot of us became alternative, was because we were freely allowed to be weird and experiment. It's so much harder to experiment IRL. I'm very lucky to live in the Orlando bubble. I don't feel as like constrained to not experiment, but also I don't like going places by myself. Anyways, I don't know why I started that tangent. This is the outfit of the day. This is going to be growing. I think I want to make like a hot pink outfit too, like maybe shorts at least. I don't know if I have hot pink fabric. I should, but I don't know if I do. And Joanne is going out of business, so I'm gonna lose my opportunity. It's just Kona cotton, but Kona cotton's expensive, and I only buy it on sale, which normally the sale is only like $2 off a yard, so it's not ever worth it. All right, I gotta take some videos for this outfit, and then I'm gonna take some pictures in my backyard with my white picket fence, the plastic stuff, which honestly, good stuff for hurricane season. It kind of lasts. It just knocks over. If one of the branches were to crack it, that'd be a problem. But like, it's panels, so it's really easy to repair. Sorry, I keep on rambling. I'm just in a rambling mood, I guess. It's much later in the day. I got really, well, not sick's not the right word. I started my period, so like the cramps were really bad, and it's one of the worst times ever. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Every time I have my cramps, it just feels like the worst time ever. Every time. I've posted the video on all the shorts content stuff, whatever. Yeah, I posted it asking if people had a name suggestion. I don't think I'm going to get an answer by tonight because just algorithms aren't there for me right now. I'll probably give it about a week, and then that gives me time to start putting out the tests and all that. I have a couple people in my immediate like mutuals groups that can pattern test for me. Like, I don't want to rush anybody to finish. That's the thing. I'm going to put it up once I get at least one size in. If people need it in different sizes, I will ask them to just give me their measurements so I can do it myself. I think I have a good one. I don't know. I feel like that's wrong. I'm not going to do that. I just don't want to rush anybody. I want it to be out and ready for people by Coachella because I think that's a big one for some people. And I think it'd be a pretty good like pattern that people can make for festivals like that. I don't know. There's other festivals people can wear. This is a summer outfit anyways, so I think it's fine whenever it's done. So maybe I give people like a month. I need to ask my friends how long they give their pattern testers to do their projects. I'm somebody that can't rush. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. And I know that there's people out there that actually can. So I don't want to interrupt anybody that's already pattern testing and then have them pattern test for me. Anyways, getting back to what I was saying, I'm going to make another one of these, the short version, just so I can do like all the pictures and everything. So I can get that going tomorrow, maybe, or the day after, whenever I get finished with editing this vlog. I'll start doing like the actual pattern whatever for this, or like the YouTube video for this, the supplemental video, the swatch test video for this. And then after that, I should be able to just start sending my pattern out to people. I was going to do a crochet chart. I don't know how I can do that on the internet. I know how to write it out and I know how to use like little pictures and all that. Maybe I'll put that in the YouTube swatch video. I think I'm done talking today and I just kind of want to relax and no life another one of these. So I'm going to go do that. Okay, bye.